Saturday's fight between David Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez was a fight that many had anticipated being the type of fight that those two warriors would pit and thrill the audiences. And they did. However, there was a fight that was on the undercard that did far more and upset the apple cart for someone who may have been labeled Mexico's next man up. Let's talk about what happened and how things played out and how the landscape looks going forward. It's very interesting. Boxing. As Larry Merchant once said on an HBO broadcast, the theater of the unexpected. But what could have been expected on Saturday, May 2nd for boxing was some fist flying Mexican style. And we got just that in the main event when David Benavidez conquered Zurdo Ramirez for his unified cruiserweight title. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about an undercard fight that saw Isaac Lucero take on Ishmael Flores. Now, Lucero from Mexico, a red-headed fighter who had been on the come on, but he was slated to perform on this undercard because there was a theme here for Cinco de Mayo. But let me tell you something. Flores from Argentina has something else to say about this. Coming in as a late substitute, Flores came into this battle and took the fight to Lucero, who is known to be a bullying type fighter, roughhousing with elbows, forearms, and a solid punch. Not only did Flores take the fight straight to him, he jumped on him so hard, harsh, and fast in the first round that it immediately put Lucero in jeopardy to have to defend his position in the sport. Now, both men came in the same age. And I'm amazed that I hadn't heard of Flores prior to this, because off of this performance alone, either he fought way over his head for the first time in his career, or he has been held back by the sanctioning bodies, and maybe because he hadn't aligned himself with someone favorable, there just wasn't anyone to show what he was about. Now, as I stated from the opening bell, he brutalized Isaac Lucero with powerful hooks, punches that came from different angles, and a pulverizing jab. But he didn't stop there. He pursued him, and he had movement of a boxer, upper body movement, head movement, dipping, slipping, sliding, and getting his shots off. Every punch thrown with bad intentions. So much to the degree that after 3 rounds, the announcers sitting ringside was questioning whether or not he'd be able to hold this pace. Well, you got the answer very quickly, because in round 2, Lucero came out after taking a bludgeoning in the first round and tried to show his manhood, right? By power punching his way back at Flores. Flores was able to take the shots. He never stumbled. He never wavered. He never slipped. He never looked like he would retreat. In fact, he showed mobility, moving around, giving angles, and diving right back into the fire. That was respectful right there, but there was a determination by Lucero that had a don't quit, don't give up mindset, because he was being embarrassed. And I can understand that, but I'm going to tell you something. He was not prepared for this particular fighter. And I don't believe that if he had prepared for him, it would have been much different, because his style is what it is. He's a plotter, he's a brawler, and that's what he brought into this ring on this night. His record, which boasted 18 wins, no losses, and 14 KOs. His alias, Puro Mexico, speaks volumes about how he approaches. But let me tell you something. He was not prepared for what Flores brought on this night. Flores entered this fight with a determination that saw him have some misfortunes in his personal life. They spoke about it over the airwaves. However, he was looking for an opportunity to make the grade, coming in with the record himself of 18 wins, 1 loss, 17 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw with 12 KOs. This Argentine came in to make a name for himself in this fight and put himself in the optimum position for victory. And he did just that. His alias, El Terrible, was exactly what he was able to live up to as he pulverized. Flores pulverized the likes of Lucero. I hadn't seen anything like this in a very long time, and I was very impressed with how he was able to handle himself in the ring. I was very impressed with how he kept his focus throughout the fight, and he never let up. This was inspiring, and this is why we complain when the sanctioning bodies like to leapfrog certain fighters in the division who toil for a title shot. A man like this turned things around, and he did it with his own hands. He was able to go in there and snatch victory. The scorecards of the judges told the entire story. I'm talking, it was a whitewash over him. The judges had it 99-91, 98-92 on 2 cards, unanimously. And I look forward to seeing this young man battle again. This is exactly what boxing needs, the type of effort that he gave out from bell to bell, and he never let up. Salute to the young man that won this fight, Ismael Flores. May he get another opportunity, and may the world embrace fighters like he, because they make the difference in the sport of boxing. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this particular fight, and would you like to see Ismael Flores again? And whom would you like to see him against? Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.